You got to put lad block on. All right, hey everybody, welcome to. And more like crazy, those kind. So anyway, that name may not stick. If you have a better name for us, by all means, send it in, put it in the forums.
Please send something.
Yeah, it could be basement, it could be Wingman's den, could be Wingman's love machine, whatever you want it to be. Just let us know. We'll have it. We'll change it. Right now, it's Wingman's nuts, because I think that's damn funny. Anyway, I wanted to introduce our first cast today. I want to introduce you guys to a good friend of mine and somebody that's joining our team, and his name's Michael Morlan. Michael, why don't you tell them a little bit about what you're going to be doing here?
Well, my as I mentioned in the little interview that Ben did of me online, my official titles are media producer, which means I'm helping do things like this broadcast, and project manager, which means I'm going to help make sure we deliver on time. That's Michael.
Yep. Now, Michael and I go back quite a ways. I mean, actually, it's 30-something years.
87, I think.
Is it 87?
Is
it 87?
1988.
88.
We were doing summer high school theater together.
78.
78.
78. You know, let's go. I know, right? Hey, look, we still have hair, though. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful? Anyway, Michael and I did plays together back in high school.
We did Woody Allen's Death Knocks.
We did Death Knocks, Woody Allen's Death Knocks. Michael was Death.
He was Nate Ackerman.
Was that right? Nate Ackerman. You remember the name?
I still remember.
I was Nate Ackerman.
That was one of my best times.
That should be my handle. Why call myself Wingman when I could be Nate Ackerman?
Yeah. And one of the saddest things about my life is that's one of my best memories.
Your mic sucks balls? It says the mic's no good? What, is it too loud, too hot for you guys?
Not me, Mike. The mic. Here's this better? We'll figure it out. We're still figuring out how to get the levels all.
Oh, it's too hot. You know what? I can fix that actually. That's not a problem. I can go down like this. Is that better?
Oh yeah, you watch your clipping there. You can see on the little meter there.
Is that a little better? Yeah. Okay. Cool. See, this is all going to be with you guys, with us. See, already you're helping us make the show better. Already you're making the show better. You're making the game better.
That's because we don't have the talent to do it ourselves.
Look, yeah. Come on. This is our first broadcast. Now we know what we can do, right?
No, this is actually the first time I've ever even done this at all.
Really?
Yeah, this
that you've ever talked
I've
to.
I've been on broadcast, but I haven't talked to on webcast.
That's true. This is our first webcast. It's actually we'll show you guys the room we're in right now, but it's very a lot of hard surfaces. So eventually this will be you'll hear a lot of echo. Eventually we'll put some sound dampening up, but right now it's we're just getting up in the office. We just got our computers. We just got we've got like 8 people here now. We've got another 12 coming in the next month. We're just blowing and going, and it's all all because of you guys. So Mike, why don't you talk a little bit about your background? Where did you work? Tell them how we lost contact and got back.
Oh yeah, that's funny. Well, of course, like you mentioned, we met back in high school, and then we went our separate ways because we were in different places and different lives. And then I was working as a broadcast graphics designer and took an interview with this small company I'd never heard of called Origin Systems, and got a job there working with Richard Garriott and working on the Ultima 9 Ascension game.
Right.
And while I was there, I was taking a break down in the break room, and some guys were playing ping pong next to us and everything. And suddenly I heard his voice.
Playing very good ping pong, might I add.
Yeah, apparently not, because I heard his voice. Oh, damn! And
that was the other guy, probably.
Yeah, no, that was a voice I recognized. And I turned around, and damn it, that wasn't Eric Peterson right behind.
That's right.
I hadn't seen him in 10 years, and there he was again in my life.
It was just bizarre. It was like, I know that voice, and we were like, oh my God, Morlan, what the heck? And I was on Wing Commander's side with Chris Roberts on Team Maverick, and you were on Garrett's team.
I was working on Ultima Ascension. Well, the first job I did was on, I worked with the Crusader No Remorse game.
Oh, Tony Zerbeck's game.
They were kind of hitting their, getting ready for release, and they were a little bit under the gun, and they needed some flicks made for all the narrative interstitials. So I ended up writing and directing and animating with the fabulous Dennis Loubet.
Oh, Dennis Loubet's great.
Yeah.
He was like the first employee at Origin ever.
He was the first artist there.
Employee number 1, yeah, one of the very first one.
And he and I built all the flicks for Crusader No Remorse. That was my first.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah. And then I went over to Ultima 9, and then of course Ultima 9 got shelved, and then we did Ultima Online, which some of you may know about. And then back to Ultima 9, finally got that out the door, a couple other projects.
And just to further the story a little along, I left. I went to Digital Animal from Origin to help start it with Chris Roberts, and we did the Starlancer and the Freelancer and the Conquest Frontier Wars and all that stuff. And then when Microsoft bought us, I think it was 2001, I left to start my own company and to finish Conquest. And we started doing a Lord of the Rings game, and I needed a project manager, art director, jack of all trades, you know.
Master of none.
Master Vader. Anyway, some sort of master. And I called Michael up, and immediately he came on. You were with me for like 4+ years at Pitch, right?
With Fever Pitch, Warthog, Gizmondo. Was there another? I think there must have been another company.
It was Fever Pitch, Warthog, Texas. Then Warthog USA, Warthog Texas, and then it was Gizmondo, and then it was back to Fever Pitch, and then back into the caving in the ground.
Pretty much.
Yeah, Conquest is a great game. Thanks a lot. We're also reading, by the way, if you're not there, we're on the chat roll on the Robert Space Industries site. So we're going to be taking some questions from there here in a little bit. We'll be taking some Skype calls. We're trying to keep the broadcast, you know, as long as we'll be on here as long as it takes, but we don't want to bore you to death, you know. And we've got some nude sauna to do in just a little bit. So, no, we're not actually working. It's just all about the nude sauna. Or they said nude sauna. Anyway, so yeah, impossible. So anyway, we'll be doing that. And by the way, somebody did recognize that back here in the background, in fact, is a Gizmondo. That's right. I actually probably have the most Gizmondos in the world. Now, anyway, getting away from that, because I'm looking at some of the questions, and you guys are talking about new sauna, get me a towel. Nice, Brit Shadow, beautiful. So check this out, right? So you guys have talked a little bit about, you know, the 300i. Everybody's interested in the 300i. Well, you know, I can't really say too much about what's going on, but perhaps there might be today something to be excited about. And maybe if you guys play nice, we might actually be able to sneak peek a little something on the TV or on our monitor behind you. So why don't we do this? Why don't we take a few calls or a few? Why don't we take a few chat rolls? You guys got any questions for us out there? Zombies? No. Eviscerator? No. Yeah, you saw some artwork, Pleasure, but you haven't seen the artwork. So anybody have any questions?
What's it like to be at
Yeah.
Imperium?
So it says what will your role be at Cloud Imperium? So why don't you?
Talk about you, because we talked about what I'm doing.
Oh, what my role is going to be? Well,
Yeah.
are you asking about my role or Mike's role? This is kind of fun. It's like dead air in a radio broadcast. Well, why don't we just talk about both?
Yeah, let's talk about what you're doing.
No, Mike's. They want to know what your role is going to be.
Oh, sure. As I mentioned earlier, my job is going to be making sure everybody on our team has everything they need in order to not get blocked with their particular tasks. You know, stay on task, make sure we hit our milestones. So I'm talking like a project manager right now, and that's kind of what Eric is having me do. Eric and I kind of stand back to back. He kind of is looking up and out and making sure that the way is clear ahead for us, and I'm one looking down at him, making sure our team has everything they need.
And not to mention, Michael also, because the last 6 years he's been actually making feature films, which we'll be taking with the broadcast today, and he'll be editing down for a 2 to 3 minute teaser for the people that didn't get to see the Wingman's broadcast. I mean, this is kind of like a secret audience, right? Because you guys knew about it first. We've got only 42 viewers here, so our goal hopefully is to grow this and have some interesting bits going forward to show you guys some stuff. And advertise it a little more as we go. This is kind of like, God, this is alpha, pre-alpha, so stuff like that. So, yeah, that's pretty much where we're at there.
Not too shabby for.
No, it's actually going pretty good.
We got a poster.
We got a little Starlancer poster back there. We got.
We need a little lower third crawl right here,
Oh yeah, I mean like
like CNN.
Yeah, we got the lamp, absolutely, and it says Happy Lampa Days. So we'll show a little bit more of that here in a little bit. CIG bumper stickers, right? So do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to call in? Anybody wants to call in? We'll take a first call in on the Wingman CIG Skype channel. We'll see if we can get this working. Hopefully we can get the call-in thing working. We got somebody Pleasure's calling in. So let me see. No, Pleasure's first. Sorry. Hi, Pleasure. What's going on? Where are you from? Where are you calling from?
From Germany. It's quite lagging a bit.
It's lagging a little bit?
Yeah, if you can hear us on both things, you probably hear an echo.
Yeah, you probably want to like turn the sound off on your...
I'm going to mute my stream.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. That's exactly right. That's what you should do.
So if you're making a Skype call, just mute the other stream so that you can hear us well.
That's a good point. When you're making a Skype call, mute the broadcast so you can hear us through Skype. Now, Pleasure, as you guys may not know, is the guy who's put a lot of these things, like he's gotten hats for us, he's done dog tags, he's done some really cool stuff. So
Thanks,
you guys
man.
should definitely check out some of the stuff he's done.
Awesome.
So what's up, Pleasure? What's your question? What's your pleasure?
Well, my question is the dog tags I sent you. I would really love to see them in the subscriber store, so that not everybody can get it, just the subscribers, because I think it's something special, and it would be awesome if we can get official ones in the subscriber store.
Well, that's a good question, because I actually showed your stuff to Chris yesterday. I was talking to Chris and to Sandy, and we were all really impressed. And so they were curious, we're going to reach out to you, because the stuff you did was really hot, and we may want to do something with you in that regards.
Sure.
So what do you do for a living? Is that what you do for a living?
Actually, a designer, so I'm normally some model work freelance, but I'm not working right now very much, so yeah. But I'm doing modeling and some picture designing and stuff like that.
Well, maybe we can put you to work doing some stuff for the Star Citizen universe. We'll give you a call. We'll give you a call in the new year. Thanks, Pleasure. We'll take the next call. Thanks a lot, bud. Take care.
Yeah. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Now, I'm really excited by that because I've sort of gotten into what they call the maker community.
Right.
Which is people who fabricate real things rather than the virtual things we're doing here. And so it's kind of nice to see that people are kind of translating what we're doing here into the real world.
Hey, Chillock, what's up, bud?
What's going on?
How are you?
Pretty good.
At some point, we may be able to get this where people can actually see the people that we're talking to.
Yeah, maybe get another camera.
Flip it around. And
Yeah,
that'd be kind of fun. We'll get that in, like, the next iteration. So what's going on, man? Where are you at? Where are you from?
Right now I'm living in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm originally from Columbia, South Carolina.
Cool.
But, going to culinary school up here, so...
Really?
Yeah, you need any chefs.
Wow. Yeah, like, does it look like
You're like
Wingman
eating
food,
food,
right? Maybe some healthy food. Are you in the culinary arts? Where are you at? What school are you going to?
I go to Johnson Wales University, located in Charlotte.
Okay.
Their primary competition is CIA, which is called Culinary Institute of America.
Yeah, I got a good friend of mine who's in Austin that's at the Culinary Academy here, and he's the head of that department, and it's great.
Yeah, I love it. It's so much fun. The hours are crazy, but I also graduated from Clemson University with a business management degree, which is why I see all the art and stuff in the background.
Well, that's actually good, because if you watch Restaurant Impossible, you'll know that a lot of those people don't know how to run the business.
Yeah, that's one thing I like about Johnson Wales is they put you into the business side, so it's not just you learn how to make food. They
Right.
actually throw you into a restaurant. They make you learn to do the back of house, the front of house, the whole management. So it's really, really cool.
Awesome.
I think it's important about any business.
Oh, and that is very important. The more you know about any business is business. So what's your question about Star Citizen? What do you got in mind?
I don't know if this is a rumor, but my question was, did something leak about a possible pre-alpha garage where you can view your ships?
I'm sorry you're breaking up there, Chillock. We're not sure. I'm sorry, but you're not coming in clear. No, I think Chris mentioned something about that, and I have yet to follow up, but that's definitely possible, and I think it'd be kind of cool. So if Chris has said it's coming, then yeah, then my job just got harder. Thanks, Chris. But that's okay, because it just means rearranging some of the content, the way we do things, and because we're making the game with everybody, the audience, and you guys involved, it's important to get stuff out to show you what the progress is. And visual stuff is more, something like a written doc that says, hey, look, we're doing written docs. That's really not that interesting. But seeing something visual, see your ship in a hangar, being able to walk around it, mess around with the hard points, that's pretty cool. And it gives you a little idea of where we're going. So yeah, I think that's exactly what's going to happen. Listen, we're going to let you go, and thanks for the call.
Yep, have a good one.
Take care.
I think.
Well, hello, Tom. Tom, we just had another guy, a guy pop in here. Tom Sawyer. We have a guy here. Actually, his name is Tom Sawyer.
Should I get him?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, good.
Oh, no, it's Pete.
Oh, it's Pete.
It's Pete. Come on, you guys know Pete Mackey, right? I mean, Hollow Kitten.
Hey,
There's Pete's chest. There's Pete. Hollow Kitten. You guys know him on the forums as Hollow Kitten and on the chat roll. Pete's helping us out here. He comes from where'd you come from?
Lightbox Interactive was the last place.
Let's not give too much away because we're gonna have you sitting in the hot seat here next week. So yeah, Pete's here. He's helping us out. He's one of the first hires we had here. Actually, we'll tell that story then. How quickly you got hired and everything, because that was actually pretty damn funny. You got anything you want to say to the guys up there?
Hey guys, yeah, I've just been taking care of your link issues. I'm rocking through them, and we're getting there. And so, you know, if you actually have any outstanding issues, just send them my way, and I'll take care of them for you. And if you have someone in and you haven't got a reply yet, don't worry about it. I'm on top of it. It's in my queue.
We got another guy who's just popping in to say hi. It's Tom Sawyer. He's our network engineer, network lead. Say hi, Tom.
Hello.
Yeah, and his name is actually Tom Sawyer. He's been trying to get us to paint this fence out here. He's giving us this white paint, but we're kind of ignoring it. So Tom's another guy that came from Lightbox, but we're not going to give too much away right now because Tom will be sitting in the hot seat in the future Wingman's Nuts episode. You know, and you know, Tom's been here about a week now, and you know, just working at his desk and making sure that CryEngine can handle what we promised we're going to do.
Absolutely.
Got anything you want to say, Tom? Say hi to anybody?
Just hello.
Merry Christmas, baby.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and you know, today's the day of the apocalypse.
Yeah, but I can't see. You know, it's kind of apocalyptic in that we can't see your face.
There you are.
Yeah, it is. Today is the day of the apocalypse. So.
What time is that? That's 6 o'clock.
Does anybody know what time the apocalypse is happening?
So you got Greenwich Meridian time.
No race today, Pleasure. No race. No race today. So, hey, by the way, is the stream look good? How is it? We just got a brand new camera yesterday. It's a Logitech 920C. It's an HD camera. How's it looking? Is it pretty good? Good. It's better quality than we had at the end of the broadcast, right? At the end of the thing. Good.
Awesome.
A little washed out. Well, that's probably because we have no backlight on us right now.
We'll figure all that
out. Hey, it's the first one. It looks so real. I know, we're just animated 3D models. I need to get I need less bones in my rig here. More girls like the more bones in the rig.
Is that right?
Yeah. Well, not my wife. I'm teasing. Anyway, so, all right, why don't we take another call? On Skype? Who's the next one to call in? Somebody else is going to give us a shout. Looks like Julian's calling. Oh, first one here.
Oh.
You're on. Make sure you.
Hello.
Make sure you turn down your chat, or not the chat room, but the broadcasting, Ustreamcast, so you don't hit an echo.
It's already done.
All right, so how you doing, bud? What's your name on the boards?
It's Lucifer. It's me who tested you. I tested you.
Yeah, Lucifer, but they don't know that. See, I was trying to make it seem cool.
They know.
But thanks for blowing it for us. So what's going on, Lucifer? How you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing pretty damn great. Yeah, I have a question that pretty much revolves around me. Thing is, when I first signed up, I first made an account. The login name is Lucifer. Problem is, I never got the confirmation email, so I made a new one for some reason, and that one worked.
Okay.
That's the one I'm using right now. Thing is, I was hoping if it would be possible to switch the login name between the two, or at least move like my pledgings from one to the other, so I get both Lucifer as a login name and as the nickname, if you want to call it like that.
Possibly. I mean, that's what you'll need to do is you'll need to send that into to Pete, who was just here, and he's the one who's handling all those things, the integration and those login issues. We've got some issues because as we're transferring the forum from one to the other, we're transferring away from WordPress, and WordPress allows you to have, you know, a nickname, a username, and an email, which is great, but vBulletin doesn't allow you to do that unless you put a mod in. Now the problem is WordPress also has let multiple people have the same name, the same nickname. So we've got to sort that out. Some people are probably going to have to change their nickname on the forums, unfortunately. But so we've got a solution coming. Just watch the boards for that. probably be in January-ish. We'll figure something out for you.
And as Pete mentioned when he was in here, if you've already written to him, you're queued up in his stack of emails.
Yeah.
So don't feel like you need to keep writing to him. He'll get to you. And,
That's right.
It'll take a little while, but he's working it as fast and hard as he can.
Hey, where are you at, Lucifer? Where are you located?
Ontario, Canada.
This is great. So we've had Germany, we've had Canada, we've had North Carolina.
Yeah.
This is incredible. All right. Well, listen. Thanks for the call, and we'll see you on the boards.
All right, one quick question before you hang up. If it's okay, could we see what's written on the lamp in the background? I'm curious.
Well, yes. Well, we were going to do that later, but why not do that now?
All right.
All right.
We'll bring this forward.
Let's see if
So,
we can see
all right,
it.
Lucifer, we're going to hang up and let people see it.
There it is.
Can you read it? Can somebody transcribe what it says? Anybody know what it says?
Looks like they can read it from looking at our camera. There it is.
Happy
That's
Lampa Days. Plus thank you. That's right. That's exactly what it says. Happy Lampa Days plus thank you. It's kind of funny. At 42 exactly. So let's get another call in here. If anyone wants to call, I know we've got Farman's been trying to get in a couple times. He just seems to be the second one in every time. So why don't you give it another shot? Oh man, so close, Farman. Oh, you actually made it. I'm kidding.
Hello?
Hey, how are you?
Hello?
Farman, you're on, bud. You're up.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, had my headset muted. Oops.
Yeah. Okay, so important safety tip. Make sure your headset is not muted. Do not
Sorry
cross
about
the
that.
streams.
So you and Ben were in the chat room the other day, and I know we kind of talked about it, about the subscriber cards, about whether you guys might delay them or not. I was just wondering if, obviously that's a decision you guys have to make, but if you guys don't delay them, if you guys have any sort of ETA on when you think you might be sending those out.
You're talking about like the Star Citizen cards?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little above my pay grade. And what that means is that's going to be a Sandy question. She's handling all that. I know they were trying to get them out by Christmas, but I think there was some sort of delivery deal where we couldn't get them all because of the Kickstarter integration. We need to make sure that we get Kickstarters and ours because we can only do one run, and then then we send them all out. So I don't imagine it'll be too much longer. What level are you, if you don't mind me asking?
At the moment, I'm a gold card.
Cool. Well, thank you very much. I'm going for platinum.
Unemployed at the moment, so it's a little hard.
Unemployed? Well, then you should definitely be the black card. But you don't need to eat. You don't need to eat. Just dedicate to Star Citizen, man.
Don't feel bad, man. We were all unemployed a month ago.
Well, speak for yourself.
But
There you go.
Speak for yourself. So I just hang on tight. You'll get an answer for that probably sometime in January. She'll have something out there for you. All right, man.
I have another question, if that's okay.
Oh, of course it is. Shoot. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, topic came up the other day about content creators, like if you guys decide to adapt something into the vanilla version of the game.
Sure.
I know Valve does like a profit sharing kind of thing. Is there anything you guys have talked about for that kind of thing?
Yeah, we're actually that's still up in the air for how we're going to handle that. I know we've got a mod program that's going to be put in place after we've shipped, where users can create mods and submit it to us, and then if it's good enough, we run it through tests. Like say people commit systems, then we plan to have exactly what you're talking about, which is a profit sharing deal. What that's going to be, we have to figure that out and find out the legalities of it, because it's we could have people in Japan creating them, in Germany, Russia, U.S. So we got to figure out how we handle that. I think in the original game, though, I don't believe there's going to be anything like that in the regular one, but I believe in the mod one there will be, in the mod versions after.
Okay.
At least that's my understanding, but it's all subject to change. So
Right.
I wish I had like a firm answer. I just don't. So, but why do you want to make some money? What's the deal?
Oh, I'm unemployed, so of course I want to make some.
I understand. Well, listen, thanks for your call. Hey, where are you at, man? Where are you from?
Boston.
Boston, Massachusetts.
Boston?
Back your kind of packing lot. All right, man.
Something like that.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. Take care. I butcher every language.
That's all right.
Take care, buddy. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hey, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Koros, who just joined us. He was asking if we could replay everything we've already done, but sorry about that. But we are going to take this, and I've got another camera, which we're going to show in a little bit, where we're going to edit this thing down to a little small compact, and you can get to watch the highlights later.
Exactly. The idea is anybody that misses the first Wingman's Nuts broadcast is going to, I know, isn't that great? Why don't you do me a favor and say, Wingman's Nuts?
I'm
capable of saying it? It's kind of like Fonzie not being able to say, I'm not right,
Or Earl Campbell saying orthopedic.
Or Earl Campbell saying anything, actually. He's not, good football runner, but not a good talker. Anyway, so maybe you should have a map on the wall with pins from where you get calls from. Andy, that is an excellent idea. So we'll put you in charge of that.
Give us a Google Map reference. We'll look for it.
All right. So let's take some questions from the chat roll until somebody decides to give us a shout on the on Skype here.
We got a question from Idolonius about the economy side of the game, and we can start developing
I can't believe Idolonius would ask a question about the economy, considering that I've got about 37 emails in my inbox from Idolonius about the economy. That is just not like you, Ido. I don't know where you get that. Dude, so Idolonius, are you an economist? Why don't you give us a call? Let's talk to Idolonius on Skype. Wingman CIG, buddy. Give me a shout. Give me a shout. Oh, 300i. Yeah, should we show a little bit of... I don't know how much we could show on the... Should we show a little... No Skype? Oh, Ido. Then go ahead and ask your question here, Ido. Go ahead and ask your question.
He was asking about whether we've got anything going on the economy side yet.
Well, do we have anything going? I mean, we know the basics of what the economy is going to look like, but no, we haven't started even building it. I mean, we've got a lot of things to work out on that side of things, and we're looking at maybe bringing an economist on to help us with that.
We were just having a discussion about the challenge of that, using, much like the economy, when you analyze it as a bunch of chaos creating emergent behavior. We're looking at ways of using simple rules to iteratively process and create emergent behavior in the world. So that's a tricky subject, and how do we also manage things so that they serve fun gameplay and don't go completely out of control, at the same time create a sense of chaos in the world that is natural and makes it feel like it's real.
Well, Pleasure just sent me a thing, says, Wingman, we kind of have a regular chat, guys. We're playing Descent. Is that Descent 3D? Are you playing Descent 3D, Pleasure? Is that what you're talking about? Because if that's what you're talking about, I am so in.
We got that in the house. We got a copy of that in the house.
I got the Descent 3D game, and I got, maybe, which one was it? I got Descent. Which one do I? And then I had the illegal map pack that was made where they rolled it on the shelf for 2 days and they yanked it off. I got that, baby. So, by the way, I keep saying this, but I really intend to have an homage to Descent level in one of our asteroids where you're flying around the mining drones and fighting each other in the tunnels. It's going to be based on the level in Descent. I mean, that gameplay is fantastic and fits up perfectly for a control-based schematic.
Yeah.
You'll own my butt. You probably will, Pleasure. Probably will.
I think some of the best thing about
free space. There's fighting words, son. We're Star Answer Wing Commander here. Free space is a good game.
Yeah. I love this thing because it was the first time I learned to strafe.
Oh yeah, I mean, when 6 degrees of freedom, the problem with 6 degrees of freedom is if you're in an open area, an open space, you need those constraints to be able to force the action. Mm-hmm. It's a little bit like space. I mean, one of the things we have to design when we're making this game is we need points of contention. Otherwise, people would just fly around in empty space.
Right.
So you need points of interest, points of combat, points of conflict, points of gathering. Mm-hmm. And so those are the things like the bars, the mining base, the pirate ship planets, things like that.
Resources and places to sell the resources.
Exactly. It's an economy-based question. Again, I mean, it's for people to fight over, people to sell, people to upgrade. It's all about building up yourself or your avatar, which in our case, the avatar is your ship yourself.
I mean, when you look at it, all wars in our world have been fought over resources, so it's nothing new here.
No, exactly. I mean, that's true. And we are essentially a kind of a fleet-based World War II Pacific-style combat game.
Yeah, that's the origins of it.
That is. If you consider planets are like island hopping, things like that. So, absolutely. All right, so you guys, you give us a call. Anybody wants to give us a shout? Max is calling now. Let's hold on. Let's take this call. Hey, Max, how are you, bud? Max, you there?
Hello.
Hello, how are you? Can you hear us okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Where are you from, Max?
I'm from Sweden.
From Sweden, which part?
From the so-called Jönköping.
Okay. I used to have offices in Helsingborg and Stockholm. Sweden's one of my favorite countries in the whole world. Love that place.
Yeah, okay, I didn't really catch that because, you know, I had the live stream and your call.
Okay, I said that I used to work, we had offices in Helsingborg and in Stockholm, and I used to be in Sweden a lot, and it's one of my favorite, yeah, right, there you go. It's one of my favorite, countries in the world. It's beautiful. I'll bet right now it's cold, though.
Okay, yeah, the only thing I actually really wanted
Sure.
to do here is, one second please. I'm just gonna type something.
Can you guys hear, Max, what's your name on the boards, on the chat boards?
Kasik.
All right, Kasik. You guys know it's Kasik on there? Kasik's talking. Can you guys hear him okay?
Okay, this is what I wanted to show you. Or
You're showing us something?
look at that.
What are you showing?
I'm showing a drawing that I made.
Where
Just a little fun thing.
We're not seeing your camera on the Skype. Do you have it turned on?
Oh, I have camera turned off.
Oh, wait a second. Let me turn that on.
Hold on, I'll turn. Oh no, I don't want to turn
there
it
you
on.
are.
Okay, that's us.
Oh, no.
I don't see anything, Kasik. You need to show you need to put it in. How can we need to be able to see it? Like, give us a link or something?
Yeah, I'm giving you a link.
Where?
In the Skype.
Oh no, don't do it in Skype. Let everybody see it. If you show it in Skype,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
put it up in the chat room.
I think everybody has seen it already, but yeah.
There it is.
Okay, hold on.
There
Let's
it
take a
is.
look
Now I
at
see
it.
it.
I think I've seen these actually. Oh, what is
Oh.
this? Oh, it's a cartoon. It's a graphic novel kind of thing.
This is kind of a first pass at a graphic novel page.
Oh my God, dude, that is
Okay.
fantastic.
I can show this to everybody. Oh, they can see it on there. They can click on it, can't they?
Ah, dude, that is
Oh,
awesome.
thanks, man.
Finally, the lamp. See, it's people like you who are making this an absolute pleasure to make this game. And do we have your permission to show that to everybody and use it? Can we throw it up somewhere in an update somewhere?
Yeah.
That is beautiful. Well,
Thanks, man.
thank you very much for that.
It's mostly for fun, you know.
But that's what this is about.
Yeah.
That's completely what this is about. It's mostly for fun.
Yeah.
You know, we want look. If you think about game making, we're literally adults making kids' toys. So we're kind of like Tom Hanks.
Don't let them fool you. We're kids making kids' toys.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So I mean, we literally are. This is what it's about for us. You know, it's about, and it's the same as you guys. We're the same as you. We're just making the game with you, and anything like that is inspirational to us, and just makes us, you know, feel like appreciated and worth the effort, worth the long hours to put in and do these things. So thanks for your call, Max or Kasik, and we'll see you online.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Take care.
Bye.
While we're thanking people, I'd also like to thank everybody who wrote so kindly about my little intro on the Robert Space Industries blog. Appreciate that. Thanks, guys. I'll try to respond. I guess I need to get a user account so I can actually.
You don't have a user account?
Not yet. I haven't. I'll have to get with.
Dude, you are so fired. How can you not? You need to pledge too. Don't you think? We should not have anybody in the wingman chair that hasn't pledged. Agree?
Whoa. All right.
Yeah, he's not really fired. I've known Mike too long. I need him too much.
And I know that.
Yeah, I know. Hey, why don't we show them the room?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so Mike's gonna get up and we're gonna take a little camera walk around the room so you guys can see. It's kind of small, but you'll see how it all works. And this is what we got. Look at the size of that stinking TV, huh? See that 4K camera on the right?
That's a red one.
Mike's.
Yeah.
The TV itself we got used from a video game company that went out of business. You need to scooch more towards the middle, more towards the middle. There you go. You can see your post. So you get the idea. We've got this ginormous, I don't know, it's got to be 60-inch TV up there.
Yeah, we're still in a basement. That doesn't change.
Yes, we're still in the basement. And the best part about this, we got that TV used from a company called Lightbox Interactive that went out. Actually, we got, Lightbox was great. So they lost their contract with Sony, and we've hired like 10 of their staff, and we've got a lot of their old equipment, and the guys over there have been unbelievable. TV was $800.
Well,
and
you know,
5,000 new.
And it's an interesting thing. Austin's got so many game companies in it. Someone's always going out of business, and someone else is going into business. So we just keep trading our gear back and forth.
Yeah, exactly. We got this. I know the TV was fantastic. We just got all kinds of cool stuff from them. Yeah, I mean, we got the chairs used, we got the desk used, we got the furniture used, everything in here.
He's the biggest cheapskate you could ever want.
I'm so
developing
cheap.
a game.
I'm so cheap. I know, and I haven't even bought my wife's Christmas present yet.
Oh,
I know, she's gonna kill me.
Dad, don't tell her that. She's
No,
probably on.
oh, she could be
We
watching.
got another viewer now.
Oops, uh-oh.
She's
I
lurking.
have bought it, honey, sorry. Go backwards in time. You know, I just bought my wife's Christmas present last week.
Oh, you're such a right man.
I know.
Righteous man.
Well, you know, pious. People call me Wingman the pious. Is anybody else who'd like to call and sit on Skype, or how we doing? We haven't shown the one last thing we should probably end on, though.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're actually going a little beyond the time. So we'll take like one more Skype caller if you guys want, or one more question, and then we will show you, look, Psycho Dude just joined us. He's like, Wingman's streaming? What the hell? I missed out. Tell him we showed you everything. He's out. Oh my gosh. So it's kind of cool. I mean, you know, it is kind of funny because it's just looking above.
This is a good question. How is death handled in the game?
You know, we are actually talking about that right now, Red Roman. I would appreciate it if you would put a post up in the forums about that very thing, because we're thinking there's a couple different ways of doing it, right? We're thinking we may have death after so many, you know, like when you get resurrected, but there's only so many times you can be resurrected, and then you have your ship and everything else goes down to your son or daughter. So, or we let you be resurrected with weaker body parts. There's all kinds of things we're talking about. So that would be a great forum topic.
Andy V says he's already started that thread. So look around, search around on the forums. There's already people talking about that.
Oh, good. That's good. Is it in the games ideas portion? Death has thread knots already. Awesome. Okay. Well, we'll read that. I think there's going to be a poll out about that because Chris has one way he'd like to do it. I have another way. Obviously, he is the boss, so what he wants to do is what's going to happen. But I think the audience can reflect, you know, you guys put your thoughts on what you think should happen, and I think that'll influence a lot of us.
All right, should we show that little...
Oh, okay, so TC McQueen, I have not commented in the games portion yet, and the reason for that is that we've been focused on getting the office up and running and hiring the people, and, you know, we just got our computers yesterday, so, yeah, it's. I think once things settle down in January-ish, when we start working a little harder on the game design documents, we'll start looking at those things a lot. That fail. Excuse me, princess. What?
I think they've gone off the deep end.
Have we gone off the deep end? Okay, so it's about time to. Should we show them that last little bit?
We'll take one little quick question from Eviscerator. How will the bounty placing and retrieving work? That's a long way off figuring that out. Let us figure out how the economy's going to lay in, then we'll start dealing with how people can interact.
Well, I think I can answer a little bit of it. I mean, you know, once you do the bounty, it's going to be up in a certain area. There will be a bounty for you, and it will go out over the main comm link. As you know, you'll be whoever's did the trade will be bounty linked, and the bounty hunters will be able to accept that mission to chase after you. You know, and so if you're, it depends on if it's PVE where it'll be user create or server managed, or if it's PvP. Like some PV people are going to have bounties on them, so and they, you know, they're going to be able to pay their way out of them. But in the meantime, people can go steal from them.
So let me add the disclaimer to that. The little lower third crawl right here. Everything is subject to change.
Everything is subject to change.
And I stole that directly from Red.com when they were building their cameras and using this kind of open source experience with their buyers. So
All right.
We're gonna make it work.
Hey,
You wanted to show something?
I don't know if I do want to show it though. I want to, you know, we allowed to show. Hey, can you yell at Pete and get him down? Hey, Pete.
I'll get Pete.
We're gonna get Pete. I want to talk to Pete real quick before I show you too much. Show it, mate. You show the thing, you bleeding bastards. Are we putting the jump point out today?
I believe so.
Is it to everybody or just the subscribers? I think the first issue is everybody.
Yes, yeah, that's right.
Okay, so then I could kind of tease a little bit of this.
Tease away.
I'm going to tease away. All right. So we're going to flip this around and we're going to show you a little quick. It's not going to be a quick. It's going to be very fast. So you guys get ready. No showing this on the forums, by the way.
Yeah,
this is for you only. All right, ready? Flip it around, Mike. Oh, what's going on? Well, it's not. Oh, I lost my. Here we go. Losing my mouse is not working.
Uh-oh.
I can't show.
That was perfectly timed, Eric.
I can't. It's not working.
It's like you planned that.
I can't look. I can't get my mouse to. Where's the controller for the mouse, Mike?
Right here.
Can you lift it up here, put it up on
Yeah, absolutely. It's still attached.
Yeah, there we go. You got it. Maybe you fixed it. Whatever you just did.
All right. Well, I just
All right,
dropped it
here we
on the
go.
floor.
So here we go. A little jump point stuff. A little quick thing for you. Little action.
And that's it.
Oh no! Because we have. What's that? What's that? All right. Go ahead, turn it back around. All right. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if we can put this thing back up. Oh, that's not what we want. We want to get here and here. All right. What you guys think, huh? Now, no ratting me out on the forums, you bastards. Because if you do, I won't be able to show that stuff anymore. That should be out later today. So listen, that's it. You know, we're thankful that you guys are here. We got Tom, we got Pete, we got Michael, myself. This is the first iteration of Wingman's Nuts. So we will. And first of all, the last thing I want to say, by the way, before I go into the crazy mode, is thank you guys very much for everything you've done, for allowing this all to happen, for allowing all of us to make the game that we've always wanted to make, and apparently that you guys really want to. Without your support, without you guys doing it, we wouldn't be able to do it. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts, and have a very happy holidays. Enjoy yourselves. We'll be back in the new year. You'll see me chatting online and Pete as well in the chat roll, and we'll be doing Wingman's Nuts. Wingman's Nuts!
Wingman's Nuts!
Wingman's Nuts! Or some, I think, whatever we just, the Ghost just told us they don't like that show name. So if you like a different show name, let us know. But thank you guys very much from the bottom of our heart. We appreciate it, and we'll see you all online.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thanks. See ya. Happy holidays.